Legoharrypotter12 here, and today I've got a Hogwarts section to show you guys. So this Hogwarts section is called the Quad. It's relatively big, and I'm going to be showing you guys the exterior and the interior in lots of detail. So let's get started. So this is the Hogwarts Quad building. I would say this is one of the buildings that's gone through the most changes, but also one of the buildings that has my favourite interior, which I will show in a second. So there's two main parts to the build, which is the part with the wall and then the arches that come up and then the roof that goes backwards and then this tower. Recently I did actually add this smaller tower on the side here, and that makes it look a lot more accurate and adds some more depth to the build. You can also see that I've got this little walkway out the front as well, and I will be telling you guys how it connects to the other parts of the castle. Right, so we'll start down below on the first layer. So here you can see I've perched Professor McGonagall, which is one of my favourite minifigures, in the archway. So I'll just take her out. So here you can see this is the archway and that leads to the interior. This archway also comes outside, and this corridor, if you follow it down, is supposed to go to the staircase tower, which is here. But I haven't got the staircase out at the moment. So you can also see there's also a layer of grey at the bottom underneath the dark bluish plates, dark bluish grey plates. And that is just because this is made purely out of lots of smaller plates. It's not a massive structure, so it doesn't hold together very well. Very well. So I had to add some grey plates underneath to keep the structure robust enough. Right, so you can see there's an archway there and this corridor, which I have made, if you look from the side, with these panel pieces. And I've got them in lots of different colours and shapes. And I felt that fitted best. In the future, I would like to add maybe like a torch here or something like that. But because of the uneven amount, I had to add this. So I'm not really sure I can add a torch in the corner, because otherwise it would start to mess with the amount of even numbers and stuff. Anyway, then you can also see I've got 3 windows here. I think that is pretty accurate to the model. I used to have no windows on there, but I had a couple spare and I wanted to add them, and I think it looks good. You can see I've actually got the tan window frame instead of a brown one, because I ran out of brown window frames. I will probably end up breaklinking some brown frames, so it's more consistent with the rest of the castle. As I talked about in my last video, you can see there's a stickered panel here from the Herbology Moment set, and that is applied to the weird piece, but I think it does the job here very well. So that's the bottom there. Then moving on up, you can see that I've added these arches here, and I think that looks pretty accurate because of how much it comes out. Then you can also see I've got even more of these panel pieces here, like down below, which hold the bottom of the roof, because otherwise, without them, I don't know, I can't really take them off at the moment. But you can see at the side there, it kind of hides just a little bit at the bottom. I don't know if you can see that, let me zoom in. It kind of hides that little bit at the bottom there. Anyway. Right, so back to the castle. I did originally have a full one of these massive plates which would cover up this whole area. But I ended up extending this part a lot. So I had to add these studs bits on the sides, which looks alright to be honest. You can also see here that there are some turret towers. This one looks a bit more like a chimney, but I just decided to add that there because it looked pretty cool and accurate at the same time. You can also see, I don't know if you can see that if I move that out, you can also see I added a Dementor at the top here. And then moving on to the tower, you can see I've already talked about that panel. These are the basic, like, squared off panels that came in the Hogwarts Whomping Willow set. I bought 2 of them, so I ended up having loads of these panels, but I think I've used them all now. You can also see I've got another one of those white window frames, no, not white, tan window frames, and I've already talked about this added on tower on the side. And then again, I used a thing from the astronomy tower. Let me take that off. You can see that is just using a axle in the middle, and then that just goes in there. I did actually have to use this textured circular piece because I ran out of circular 2x2s. Anyway, right, so turning around to the interior. Hold on, you can see some of my minifigures have fallen over because they're not actually stuck down. So let me just amend that. Right, so now we're going to talk about the interior. So in the interior, there are two main, well, there's two floors. So you can see that the first floor is a big corridor and the Moaning Myrtle sink. And then the second floor is part of Ravenclaw. So we're going to start with the first floor, and I will actually zoom in. So on this floor, you can see on one side, well, there's me with a newspaper article. But then here you can also see there's a Hogwarts architecture statue and two knights. You can see that both knights of armour have a spear and a sword. Now, one of the knights of armour is a dark bluish grey and the other one is light grey. I probably prefer them both to have light grey, but I haven't got enough light grey torsos and legs, so I kind of just had to improvise with that. You can also see that in the middle, the statue of the architect of Hogwarts is very much like the one that came in the advent calendar. However, he hasn't got a bigger stand at the bottom. Moving on here, you can see the whole Moaning Myrtle's bathroom fiasco. Ron and Harry are pointing their wands at Lockhart, and this is actually a custom Gilderoy Lockhart. So, this custom Lockhart of mine has the torso from Ron from the Yule Ball. That came in the Clock Tower set and the Advent Calendar. It also has just plain swept over hair, which we see from Draco, and the face from Victor Crumb, which is also one of the Triwizard champions. Some plain dark brown legs and then just a plain brown cape. Anyway, so you can see that he stood in front of the sink, and I will show you guys the feature of the sink in a minute. And then you can also see that Myrtle is behind crying. And there was also a little bathroom stall here. It's very, very tiny, but I really wanted to add one in. I'll move Harry out of the way. That door opens to reveal a sink with some water spurting out the top. And also behind that you can see some pipes. You can also see that this bathroom sink has lots of grill parts around the edge, because that's what I remember from the movies. Lots of space where the water could drain away, apart from when Moaning Myrtle flooded it all day. So let me just move over a little bit. So you can see actually this, hold on, I always have to raise this roof a little bit. There we go. That can actually fold out, slide out, like that. And you can see on the inside, there's a hole in the middle, which I will zoom in on in a minute. And yeah, so this whole bathroom thing slides out, and each sink has a mirror, a actual sink, some water, and then just some details in the architecture of lots of slopes and inverted slopes. And this is a hinged out thing. So let me just take up my camera. So here you can see, let me take the sink out. Here you can see there's a hole inside. So anyway, that's the full first floor. I managed to cram loads of minifigures in there. I wish I did have a bit more floor space out front, but I didn't want to make the building too big because I already had a balcony on the other side. Right, moving on up, you can see the Ravenclaw common room. And I will actually do another zoom in on this one because it's hard to see. That's the Ravenclaw common room. There's two sofas / armchairs, and there was also a statue of Helena Ravenclaw. And I decided to add that hair that came with the Helga Hufflepuff because I thought that fitted well, and it looks like it has a bit of a diadem on it. You can also see there's a fireplace in between lots of bookshelves, and there was also a carpet, which I will show you in a second. Close-up look into this room. You can also see there's two doors either side of this common room. There's a statue, there's lots of books in the back, and there's also a fireplace. You can see the carpet, there's two armchairs, and on the armchairs I've got Cho Chang. No, that's not Cho Chang. And then on the armchairs, I've got Padma Patil and Michael Corner. He's also again another custom. And yeah, you can see there, and also you can see the turrets on the top. Right, onto the dormitory. You can also see that there is a sad Parvati Patil. I know that one of them was supposed to be in Ravenclaw and one was supposed to be in Gryffindor, but I just decided to have it that they could both be in each other's common room, because in the films you can see that both of the Parvatis are actually in the Gryffindor common room. Anyway, so you can see that Luna is sat on her bed reading a book. In the back there you can see a chest of drawers or bedside table with sort of a little decoration on it. There's also a chest here with a lamp on it, and also in the top there's a Ravenclaw banner, and then you can see the Dementor. And also there's a sticker of a bookshelf in the back there. And so there is a little feature, so let me just take Luna off. Bed can move to reveal a hole. Hold on. To reveal a hole, which, yep, you've guessed it, leads down into the Chamber of Secrets. There's another hole there you can see. So you have to move that out so you can get better lighting in there. But yeah, basically that leads to the Chamber of Secrets. There's a little secret entrance from the Ravenclaw common room. So that is the end of my mock. Please leave your opinion and what you thought of it in the comments. Let me just turn back around. It did take me quite a while to make, and it's gone through a lot of presets and a lot of interior reconfigurations, but I'm really happy with it now, and I'd like you guys to leave an opinion in the comments. Thank you for watching, and hopefully I'll see you in the next video. I did say I was going to look at my Great Hall first, but I decided I wanted to look at this building first. So it was quite simple. And also from the side view here, you can see these are the two paths that lead to the staircase tower. This bottom part leads to the first floor of it, and this second part is where the staircase can actually swivel up to, so that's quite cool. But I'll show you guys the feature of that when I combine all the interior designs together. Right, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.